We gotta edit that part out.
Okay. God damn. What the fuck? Got all the music. Oh, there it is. What's up, guys? I'm Joe Vargas. As always, to my left, Maggie Duarte. What's up, big dog?
What's up? What's up?
Really quick before we start,
Yeah.
I'm rocking the Summit.
Oh.
Awesome. Yeah.
What a coincidence.
Shout out to the Abel Sanchez. We're up there at his gym. We'll touch on that later, but
Yeah.
touched me on the shoulder once.
Touched you on the shoulder once. Speaking, that's funny because anyway, you were just talking about that gym a little bit ago. What a weekend.
The subject.
What a weekend. Why don't we just leave with that? The Big Bear trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
We went out to Big Bear. Took, I don't know how many athletes. I'm not even counting. Probably like 10, 11 fighters, amateurs, pros.
Yeah.
Coach Magz, my brother Alex, and Seth and Ken all showed up with us. We coaching the guys out there. We went to the Summit gym with Abel Sanchez. It was such a cool experience for the fighters to see Abel, a guy who trained numerous champions, over 15, 20 champions, and the most recent one is Gerald McCullough. Damn, Triple G. I was going to say Gennady Golovkin, a.k.a. Triple G, and just giving the guys advice about mindset, about, not technique, just mostly talking about mindsets.
Yeah. It was super cool for me because not until recently, I don't know why, like I just found this out that you guys came up in the same gym.
No, I came up in the same. He was already established.
He
was already a
you
man.
Guys were in the same gym.
We were under the same roof.
Yeah. And I had no idea.
I don't even talk about it. It's funny because there's a story about there's a fighter named Yori Campa, and he has this penacho. So you say it in Spanish, it's like a headpiece for the natives.
Mm-hmm. Your uncle wore that, yeah?
But my brother Alex, in my family, the story is that my uncle gave it to Yori Campas.
Oh.
I've been hearing that all my life.
That's so funny. I didn't know. I remember.
I know because you were in the conversation. You were over there with the guys when we were talking. So Alex brings that up to me. He goes, "That's cool. That thing that my uncle gave Yori boy." And I'm like, I never talked to Abel. I've known Abel 30-something years. I never brought up my uncle to him.
Yeah.
So I said, Abel, I got a quick question, man. He goes, "What's up? Is this headpiece true that it's because I heard my uncle gave it to him, and he looked at me, who's your uncle?" And I'm like, Gaspar. Mm-hmm. He asked me, what's his son's name? I said, Michael or Mike, however you want to call him.
Yeah.
And he gets emotional. He don't cry, but he's like, oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
He's like a mentor to him too, like, so I never knew that. Like, he was like important to him.
Right.
And he's like, oh wow, I feel like he got emotional. He's like, oh wow, like, yeah, I never brought it up to me. I never like to bring up. I've always wanted to come up boxing the way that I want to, not through handouts or to helping or the easy route. So he understood. He's like, oh shit, and he got all happy not knowing that we had more. Not was I just under the roof with him, but my uncle was under the roof with him when he was younger. So it's kind of like
full circle.
Full circle.
That's so awesome. I had no idea this conversation even happened.
Yeah, because you were with the boys.
Yeah.
I mean, Alex had a moment with him.
And that's funny because when you mentioned that, I saw the picture in the gym, and then it reminded me of your uncle because your cousin had made shirts, right? And I remember that image.
Yeah.
And I just started reading that book today. But anyway, yeah.
So that was
an experience.
It was so. Then after that, we trained at Jaime Munguia's gym in the evening.
Yeah.
And it was a blast doing pads with all the guys, working out with all the guys.
Joe's not gonna say it, but I am. He did 40 straight rounds, nonstop. Didn't stop, not even maybe just like a couple bathroom breaks, quick, but nonstop, 40 rounds and he did like 4 with each guy, right?
Yeah.
That was
so crazy. It was 10 guys.
10 guys.
Now you did the math.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 guys.
So crazy. Like, I don't know. I'm honestly, it kind of left me a little speechless just because it's like sometimes it's spread out throughout the day. You get like an hour off, but 40 straight rounds.
And and earlier in the morning we had done, I think it was
15, no?
15 rounds. Mm-hmm. I screwed up. I told the guys, we're going to do 4-minute rounds because it's Abel's gym. We're going to keep the tradition up here in Abel's gym with 4 minutes on with the heater on.
I didn't even know.
We did 4-minute rounds. I was like exhausted from the morning. I said, if I take a nap, I'm going to be more exhausted. And I didn't.
Yeah.
If I don't take a nap, I'm going to be more exhausted. And I didn't. And we ended up going. And I think like 5 hours later we did the 40 rounds.
You know, that trip was really cool. It was fun because you get to kind of see the guys in an element that's outside of boxing. You know,
I gotta give Danny Han a shout out, man. That guy, he got the Airbnb for us. Made it so fun for all the fighters. We made pizzas and pasta and watch fights, and we can. I don't know. We're gonna talk about a lot of fights. We're gonna go into the Diego Pacheco fight because we were watching that fight, all of us around the chimney with food, and it was a shitload of us, and everybody's like criticizing Pacheco, and I'm like, he didn't look good, but he did what he has to. Shout out to Coach Omar, Pacheco, and the whole team, man. That was a tough fight. The guy, I'm not even gonna go on BoxRec because I have a phone.
26-0.
26-0, 23 knockouts. A man, a strong man in Pacheco's face. You know, he's not fighting the guys that are like 7 losses, 6 losses, like some guys.
It was definitely a step-up fight.
Huge step-up fight, and I found out that his grandma had passed away.
Yeah. I think the day prior to that fight.
The day prior. I don't know if she was sick and they know she was gonna die. It was sudden, but that shit has a thing on a fighter's head, especially a fighter so young like Pacheco.
Right.
People will be like, "Hey, well, Buster Douglas' mom died. He beat Mike Tyson." I understand. We all handle it different.
Yeah.
You know, we all understand losses. We all go through losses different. Some of us shut down. Some of us rise up to the occasion. So
you got to understand too. Mike Tyson, I don't even think that he took that camp seriously. You know what I'm saying? I think he got a different Mike Tyson. I don't know too much of the history, but from what I understand, I think he kind of looked him over like, oh, dude, this is nothing. And you also got to take into account, it's like he's not just fighting for himself. He's, like I mentioned earlier, carrying his whole family at that point. You know what I mean?
Diego was young, and to outweigh that having a man in your face, he dropped Diego.
Yeah.
Diego came back, and he's finished the fight strong. Yeah. And you can tell the shift change.
Yes. The momentum shifted a little bit for sure. What a tough fight. I think, he's going to learn a lot from that fight. A lot. And I think it's kind of fucked up that people are quick to say, oh, he can't hang with this person, that person. He might have Hamzat, Shiraz, on the table, perhaps Munguia next. Those are two tough opponents, but I'll
go with the other.
And people are already discounting him,
as they will, and it's okay, Yeah. I mean, I sent Coach Omar a text because I kind of found they were kind of bashing him a little bit on the commentary.
Yeah, I heard that,
and I was like, you know what, man? Sometimes commentators, that's their job, But they've said things about me when I had Tashiro Fierro that I shouldn't be saying what I'm saying to him. Those were instructions from Fernando Fernandez, what to tell him. Fernando couldn't make it to that fight in Puerto Rico, so I went with these guys didn't know I didn't train them. They thought I trained them the whole time, so they kind of bash you without knowing. The situation with Omar, I don't know if the guys knew till after the fight was over that his grandma died.
Yeah,
I don't know, but he did what he had to. He pulled the fight out. He got dropped, but he got up and he was like, and it was a punch in between punches. Yeah. But under the rules, he got knocked down.
He did. And not to mention, in that fight with Tashiro, nobody knew that his ligament was fucking torn.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a lot of things that people don't understand, don't know, the behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yeah, some of these commentators that used to fight forget they used to fight.
I agree, 100%. I'll never forget when you cornered Ricky against Alexis Rocha. You said, "Así es este pedo, mijo." And the guy was like, "Oh, he's just telling him like he pretty much saying like I can't believe he just told him that." You know what I'm saying? Like,
and Marlene didn't even back me up.
Yeah, dude.
Marlene Esparza was in the gym with us, training with us. She's my girl. I like her a lot. And Marlene, but she was doing her job. But you know what, Marlene, ¿cómo está Marlene? Better tag her on this one.
One day, hopefully, we can have somebody who does that, like for one of those guys on the podcast.
It's because they get a script.
Yeah.
And the guy usually is one guy running the whole commentary.
Yeah, they have like a leader.
He kind of brings it back. They got guys they got to promote.
Yeah.
And they got to speak highly of guys.
I definitely like to understand.
But they discredit other people, you know? But I remember Marlene said that. I was like, oh, I'm going to send her a message. I got her phone number. I'm going to call her, you know? But I'm like, nah, it's all good. I'll see her. Marlene Trucha, I'm going to come look for you in Texas. I don't care if you're champion or word.
Oh, my God. Yeah. I'd like to understand that perspective because it's, it's just like it is easy to criticize the fighter outside looking in, it's easy for us to criticize the commentators as well.
Yeah. We have a microphone. We have about 100 viewers. So we're coming for your ass.
100 consistent viewers, might I say.
We're coming for the commentators.
But another fight that was on that was a very tough fight. I didn't get to watch the whole thing, but Gabriel Flores Jr. against Joe Cordina. You know, you mentioned something, and I actually wrote this down because you said you wanted to touch on it.
Let me give you a little backdrop.
Yeah.
I don't know if Gabriel Flores Sr. remembers. Me and him, we were at the 2016 box office in Reno. Mm-hmm. That's the first time I ever seen Gabriel Flores Jr. He was young. Yeah. I don't know if he was 17. I don't know how old he was, 16, 17. I don't know.
Yeah.
He had to be 17, though. He was fighting for the Olympic trials.
Okay.
I made eye contact with his dad.
Yeah.
And I've seen him when we fought in Stockton. I've seen him at events. You know, we acknowledge kind of like we know each other, but we never had a formal conversation.
Right.
He's the best thing for his son because, I mean, yeah, people are going to be like, well, the kid has had opportunities.
Yeah.
He's fought. He ran back and rebuilt his career.
He did.
But that little mother effer has never been knocked down. He's been on his last fucking throwing, and that's all will.
Yeah.
That kid, you can't outwill him.
Yeah.
I didn't like that he took those shots from Cordina, but at the end of the day, that little motherfucker's a warrior.
Yeah.
And you got to recognize that for what he is. He's taking hard fights. He lost to Venado, who became world champion. He lost to the other guy, the awkward dude that gave Pitbull a run for his money.
Yeah.
Cabrera. And Cordina's a fucking badass dude. He's fighting top opposition.
Yeah. Yeah. He is.
I would, no disrespect to Gabriel Flores' family, I would go back and take 5 easy fights, no TV. Mm-hmm. Get this kid back where he belongs because he got some.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And, you know, like he's mentioned before, he's been through a lot outside of the ring. You know what I mean?
Challenges.
So I think that he'll bounce back. I just think that sometimes, like you mentioned earlier, taking some time off.
Take some time off and rebuild. A lot of guys be like, he loses. So what, man? Everybody who's a warrior who takes a fucking hard fight takes a risk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Undefeated shit, this don't mean shit no more, man. Like, fight somebody good.
Yeah. And that's what he's taking that risk. He
lost to 3 badass dudes, you know?
He's young.
Yeah.
He's still young,
and he's been in the fights, you know? He lost. Venado, oh, my God. But anyways, yeah.
Absolutely. You know what? Speaking of Venado, and I do want to give these 2 guys a shout-out. You just mentioned some fights that are not on TV. These 2 guys, both of them, Venado Lopez and Edwin de los Santos fought this past weekend as well. Many people probably don't know because they were local in their hometowns. I feel so bad for Los Santos. Mm-hmm. Felicidades al Venado. Felicidades, the whole team, everybody. You know, I the way he lost and came back, come back. How did that fight go? Decision or knockout? So with Venado Lopez, it was in Mexicali, and he won he knocked him out in the 3rd round. He had knocked him down in the 1st, knocked him out in the 3rd.
Fought in his backyard, huh?
Yeah.
That's what you got to do, guys. Mm-hmm. Mr. Flores, take back my boy, rebuild that kid, and you guys will be back, bro. I know you will.
Absolutely.
Venado, you know, that he did what he had to. He came back.
He had to. Exactly. And that's what they're doing.
Those Santos, that one hurts, though. I like that fool, man. And how come nobody wants to fight him?
1st round knockout, you know.
As he had to.
Yeah, as he had to. He did what he had to do, and he hasn't fought in a while. And
if I was him, I'm gonna tell a quick story time. We're sparring at Maywood Gym, right?
Yeah.
I took like 7 guys to Maywood Gym, and over there they just have 2 rings and they're going boom, boom, nonstop. So people are asking who's fighting who's sparring who, how many rounds. It's like a fucking stock market for fucking for sparring.
It's chaotic, man.
Nobody wanted to spar Emilio Bojorquez. So Emilio Bojorquez, he was 22-0 at the time.
Oh, shit.
He raised his sweatpants all the way up to his chest. And he starts acting like he don't know how to shadow. Right away, hey, I'll spar him. Hey, I want to spar him, you know?
Yeah.
He destroyed everybody, bro.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to hide who you are. I was wondering, Dos Santos, if you should have carried this guy for 8-9 rounds.
Yeah,
so they can criticize him a little bit.
Yeah.
Knocked out a guy in 1 round. It's not going to help him, but he did what he had to. But it's a double dagger. Like, that motherfucker's dangerous and he's good.
Dangerous. I think
he need to get a new manager, dog.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I wish I knew.
I was talking to Bashir this morning. Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Oh, no, you were with us. It was Mike. It wasn't Bashir. It was Mike.
Oh.
I realized, you know, at the time when Floyd Mayweather fought, I didn't know how to feel about him being considered the best. Mm-hmm. I knew he was fucking good. Mm-hmm. But the word the best gets thrown around so much, okay?
True.
But the one thing I respected about Floyd, now that he's not fighting, I realized he was one of the best.
Yeah.
But when he had a bad performance against Castillo, came back and fought him.
Yes.
Beat him easy.
Yes.
When he had a bad performance with Maidana, he came back and beat him.
Yep.
How come if Shakur Stevenson is considered himself one of the best,
right?
How come he didn't fight Dos Santos again? Because that fight was too close to call.
Yeah.
That separates Floyd from all these up and coming prospects.
Yep.
The only guy that hasn't that I feel that way, that's on his potential but doesn't have the same skill abilities, is Abdullah Mason. No, he is bad comparing to Shakur's abilities.
Yeah,
he's on his, but you know, I don't know. I just think that Floyd showed his greatness by doing that all the time, like shutting everybody up.
I wish I knew the backstory. I 100% agree. Because you know, I think that's one thing that is overlooked. Absolutely.
I don't hate Shakur, guys. Just so you guys can know, I'm gonna get comments hating on Shakur, hating on this dude. No, I'm not.
But you know, I wish I knew the backstory about this kid, man, because he came in and just fucked everything up. Honestly, in a very good way, and I mean that as in the sense of him doing what he did to Rayo, right? Rayo was on the rise, like he
you're talking about Dos Santos?
Yeah, Dos Santos. Rayo was on the rise, and I wish I knew the backstory because. Why isn't he getting these opportunities, man? I'm sure we'll hear soon, man. It has to be something crazy.
My dream fight in that weight division, not dream fight, but the fight I would love to see.
Yeah.
Dos Santos.
Yeah.
Versus Gary Russell.
Oh man, I think he's moving up to 140 if I'm not mistaken. Dos Santos. That would be a great fight. Wow.
Gary Russell to me is scary.
Yeah. I still want to see him against Keyshawn.
Is he fighting or no?
Keyshawn, I think Keyshawn took a break after that situation.
No, he didn't make weight to fight Dos Santos. He didn't make weight on purpose, though.
I think so too. And I
because he looked mighty slim to me in his commentaries.
Mm-hmm. I speculate that he's just trying to wait his contract out
for top rank. Hey, but he abandoned his top rank.
Yeah, because I've seen it happen.
Did I say that out loud? My bad, guys. My microphone's not cooperating with me. Get up, fool.
Fucking
Get up, Chucky.
Producer Adam. God damn it. But yeah. Anyway, those two guys, what a way to, those are two guys that, were at the very top of their division in the sport. That sometimes your career, it's all good, man. I think just hang in there. I think Venado is going to be, it seems like he's fighting at 130 now. I'm going to presume. I want to see him against Vaquero. I want to see that fight, and hopefully he's making his way back to top rank or, something. There's also something, top rank is a little funky right now anyway.
They're trying to lock in a network deal or...
Yeah. So...
I don't know if you consider a network Amazon, but they're trying to lock in something with somebody.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's why a lot of those guys who aren't like top aren't really, making any noise right now, but we'll see. But... something else that I almost forgot to write this down. You wanted to touch on, and I actually do want to touch on this. The whole people stealing content on social media. What's up with that?
I'm gonna tell Adam to fucking plug me, dog. But think at the arena, we have a what do you call it, platform or what is it?
Yeah,
whatever. Where we do like little videos on little things from the inside things to rapping to to just boxing technique. Everybody's fucking resharing our videos. There's two people. I'm not gonna give them say their name because I don't want to give them.
Yeah.
But they keep posting our videos and they're getting 40,000 on TikTok.
Yeah.
They do it on TikTok.
Now the issue is, I think just for people to know is. They're probably like, well, yeah, people reshare shit all the time. Yeah, people reshare shit, but they give you your credit, whatever. These guys are posting it as if it's their
content and they're naming it.
Yeah.
I don't mind. You can share shit all day.
Yeah.
But there's one guy who hashtags me all the time. Mm-hmm. I appreciate that. There's the other two guys that are doing it. They got a shitload of views on them.
Yeah.
They don't even acknowledge my name. People, I see commentary right there. That's the homie Joe, or that's Joe, or that. I haven't seen. That's the homie I was busted with. Like, damn, dog, throw me under the bus. Dog, I was 15 years old, dog.
My brain wasn't fully developed.
I wasn't developed. I was in the straights cut. But don't be what's that, hypocrite?
Don't be a hypocrite.
So just give people credit if you're gonna be using the content. Like it sucks because it's our it's our mindset. We put it together. They don't steal it on. Obviously, they don't take it on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube.
Yeah.
But they're taking it on TikTok, and nothing we can do about it. We're posting it. We're not getting that much love on TikTok, but we're getting a shitload of love on YouTube and Instagram. So just if you're gonna steal somebody's shit, give them credit, dog.
Yeah, that I think you can call it intellectual property. What a weird world the internet is, because I just, you report it and it's nothing really gets done. Like you can have people harass you and you can say, hey, this person's like harassing me. He continues to, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And they'll come back to you with, oh yeah, they've been checked out. Nothing's gonna be done. It's like, what? Like at what point? Like where? So I guess I don't know. It's such a strange gray area. I think we'll see what happens in the future with how, any repercussions, because it is kind of shitty. Because you want to share this information, you know what I mean? Because it is beautiful to see. You just had the gentleman from all the way in Ireland, he
we went live, and a young man from Ireland reached out to us.
So
I spoke to Amir Khan's nephew yesterday.
Yeah.
It's like, it's beautiful, bro. It's like boxing is like crazy.
Mm-hmm. And given, obviously boxing, it's been around for many, many years, but it's not just the message, it's the way that it's being delivered. And I think that is what sets you apart, in my opinion. You know what I mean? The way that your delivery and
little flavor.
Yeah, exactly. A little sprinkle on top,
little Spanglish,
little hit. Yeah. But yeah, I can see how it's upsetting as well. Now, you had this question last week. I guess I don't know if you want to touch on anything else, but we touched on all the subjects, and now there's a couple.
Damn, we're good. We're getting fast now.
Getting fast now, cuz.
What's the question?
You asked how much money. I summed it down to this, but you were talking about exact quantities. You said something about 3 million and then 6 million. I don't know if you remember dollars, but I wrote the question down as how much money is enough to sell out.
Sell out as a person?
Yeah, in the sport.
For me, none.
Yeah, you said something about 300 million, 600 million, like. I can't remember how you worded the question, but I had to make it a smaller question.
I mean, to me, I wouldn't sell out.
Yeah.
I know I wouldn't. Integrity means the world to me.
Mm-hmm. You think that people have a price?
I think everybody has. The people who don't have integrity do.
Yeah.
Money will cause. There's this old saying in the biblical. I'm not trying to get religious on you guys. Money's the root of all evil.
Yeah.
Money's the root of all evil. And you're starting to see in the boxing game, like all of a sudden Turkey is throwing money around and everybody's pulling their pants down,
Yeah.
I'll take some of that, calling them another man as your excellency. Chale, carnal. I was talking to Coach Bashir this morning and I go, what would happen if Canelo would have beat Crawford?
Yeah.
He would have rained on their parade, because Crawford, I feel, was like, now he's discrediting the WBC and discrediting all these bouts, and now he's talking about the Ring magazine bout. When did we ever discuss the Ring bout before that?
Yeah.
Never. It had no value. It was like an extra bonus.
Yeah.
It looks like a bout you get at an amateur show for the best boxer of the night.
Mm-hmm. It's, yeah.
Yeah, I understand. And if you saw that video where Bernard Hopkins is pleading with the sanctioning bodies to come together.
Yeah.
Is that worded right?
Yeah.
He was saying that it's all about opportunity. And these guys are taking an opportunity. But what happens when you're on TKO boxing and then you lose 2 times and all of a sudden you don't fight no more? Mm-hmm. You have no more value.
Yeah.
Or you're fighting some of the best fighters ranked in the top 10 for 100 G's.
Yeah.
So these guys are going to sell out for 3 million because 100 G's is the cap.
My mind went into kind of like I'm like, has anybody ever been in the UFC and then gotten kicked out, fought for another promotion, and then come back to the UFC? I'm sure there has. And the only reason I bring that up is because TKO, it's the same people behind it.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's ever happened. And I can think of an athlete, but I think he stayed in the UFC. He was a champ, and then he had to fall back, and he lost like 4 fights in a row. Came back, won 3 in a row, and now he's a world champion again. But I don't think he left the UFC. I think he stayed with him, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I don't even know if that's been a thing. Which fucked up.
You're good with dates. How long ago was it when I was talking about the UFC is like a dictatorship and boxing is like the United States? It's like
socialism. Yeah.
Socialism.
It was like a few months ago, maybe about 4 or 5.
I've been seeing people talk about that now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, like I'm not saying it's totally from us, but that's exactly what I was touching on.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel the UFC is. You can't even wear your own stuff. That's going to be boxing later on.
Yeah.
All the sponsors we get. It was fun chasing sponsors and do all this shit. That's all done with.
Yeah. The
fighter knows he's going to get, okay, I'm like on a low level. You're going to get $5,000 for 6 rounds. Oh, okay. I can go get like 5,000 in sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
That was the shit. That's the shit. For fighters, sponsors feel good. Everybody, no, that's just all done with. Yeah. Unless you're a multi-billionaire sponsor and you're sponsoring the company.
Right.
You don't need to sponsor the fighters no more.
Man, I remember that was a huge uproar with the athletes in the UFC.
But they all like little puppies because they had no say-so.
Yeah.
That is what Bernard Hopkins was talking about. Mm-hmm. You got to have a voice.
Yeah.
You have to have a voice. They take away your voice. They take your integrity. They take away everything from you.
Put it this way. If Terrence and I, we love Bud Crawford. It's not so much about him. But it's more so the action. If he were in the UFC and he were to say, I don't know about this interim UFC belt. I don't even know if I care about the UFC belt. I care more about X, whatever, because it's only one belt with them. What would the repercussions be like that? Would they bench him? Would they be like for example, Ngannou went out and said like, yeah, yo, fuck these guys. They're not paying me. What happened to him after that? He didn't renew his. They didn't want to do business with him again.
Dictatorship.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that point, Meg. That's a good point. Crawford would not make $50 million in the UFC.
Yeah, no.
And the voice that he has now is because of boxing. It's because having all those 4 bouts.
Exactly.
Those 4 bouts gave you legitimacy.
Yeah, legitimacy.
Legitimacy to be the pound for pound best.
Yeah.
If that undisputed, yeah, I get it. I'm 100% no more fucking other titles. We've touched on this many times on the pod. What I mean by no titles is no interim.
Yes.
No silver, no
super
fucking
champion.
Hispanic, Latino,
youth.
Nothing. Fuck that. You're just a real champion and that's it. I get it. And that hopefully the sanctioning bodies get all together and they become a powerhouse. And I'm sorry, but I'll stay on this side of the fence. I can, trust me, like if I was fighting, which I'm not, $20 million with the sanctioning bodies involved is way better than, to me, I'm going to spend $20 million. I'm never, or 30 with the fucking TKO guys, which they're not going to pay that much.
I got to find that paper.
Pay scale, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to write that down, pay scale. But I also got to find, there is a transcript of an interview that they did with Dana. Fucking super stutter right now.
What happened?
I stuttered right now like motherfucker. And he was saying that I think in terms with Ngannou, this is what he was referring him to, is that he's not going to do business with somebody he doesn't like. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to bring him back to the UFC or whatever. I got to find it, and I'll have Adam paste it up because I just saw this recently.
That comes from, I hate people who don't fight or don't know what it feels to be in a fight, not like somebody because they have an attitude.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's life. People, you're not going to get along with everybody, but you got to know how to deal with somebody. But that's the power trip of those guys. They don't like you, go to the side.
Eddie Hearn and De La Hoya don't really fuck with each other.
They need to start.
But no. They come together to make fights happen.
That's yeah.
They don't like each other.
They got to become homies now, dog.
You know what I'm saying? They still do business. They have their fighters fight against each other. They understand that. That doesn't mean that they have to be buddy-buddy. From what I know, De La Hoya and Dana, they don't get along. Each other, yeah. So it's like, and I think Eddie Hearn doesn't fuck with Dana either. So how is that even, how is that going to work if, this dude doesn't like to do business with people he doesn't like? De
La Hoya,
interesting.
I think we hit you up last night, me and my dad. I don't know when I told you this, but De La Hoya, I want to take him. De La Hoya, he hit me up, dog. Gotta go get a limpia, dog. That fool's been screwed over so much in boxing, and some of it has been self-sabotaging.
Yeah.
He sold the ring belt.
Yeah.
He sold the ring magazine. You know, like, come on, dog. I don't know. He made his career boxing like the golden boy. And I'm all Oscar, and I'm all Bob Arum, and I'm all Al Heyman, and I'm all the promoters that are involved in boxing. But Al Heyman almost tried to, and what's this motherfucker's name?
Schaefer?
The Swisser, yeah. Schaefer. They try to bury.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just Schaefer or Al Heyman, but I know Schaefer for a fact. Try to bury Oscar, and he's still swinging.
Yeah.
And now with this TKO shit, Oscar, come on, dog. You've always fought for boxers.
My boy's going to get a limpia, man.
Una limpia, vamos allá a Tijuana, güey, a las montañas de Tecate. Oh, Oscar's from, I used to, when I was involved in boxing and amateurs in Tijuana, in Baja, the rumor was that Oscar's families are all from Tecate. So that was, and he had a nephew from Mexicali named Diego de la Hoya.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of him. I've heard of him.
So
hook him up, man. Hook him up with a limpia.
Little limpia, dog. Yeah, little bruja, I'll hook you up, dog. People are going to be like, those guys are atheists.
Oh, my God. That brujeria don't play. But I had another question here.
Give it to me.
We had talked about this on the previous episode, and I came up with something. I don't know if you did. If you didn't, we can skip it. Save it till next week. If you could change anything about boxing, what would it be? Mine is, and it's something very simple, no more stools.
Oh, something simple?
Yeah, it could be anything. It could be, literally anything. It could be something like the time in the rounds. I think that, or you could have 30-second rest instead of a minute, but that's kind of fucked up if you're trying to give instructions in the corner. But
I would have one official.
One official.
One official, and make him track his records and wins and losses and controversy fights.
Yeah.
It only takes one person to say he won or he lost.
Dang. Could you imagine if it was just down to one person, though?
One responsibility. One official.
Ooh, that's a stressful life right there.
You get two, it's like, no. You get three, it's even worse. One. And then he's held accountable for, you can only have like so many controversial decisions.
What are your requirements for that person? For example,
to have fought.
Okay.
No, I don't think there's any officials. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think there's any officials that fought at a high level. You don't have to be a high level fighter, but I've never seen an official that be like, oh damn.
Yes.
I think Joe Cortez was a referee who fought pro and amateur. I know that for a fact, and I think Mills Lane was a referee that fought.
Yeah.
Even if you fought amateur, it doesn't matter. Even if you just know what it feels like to lace up a glove and hit somebody.
Yeah.
Because, for example, like I was talking about this and we were in Big Bear.
Yeah.
I was talking to Little Chewy's father.
Yeah.
And I was saying some of these referees in amateur boxing, you have a kid who's 15 fighting a kid who's 16, but there's like a year and 6 months difference.
Yeah.
And the kid that's 16 has 10 more fights and he has about 4 more pounds. Legally, you can fight up to 8 to 10 pounds. I forgot the difference in amateurs. Mm-hmm. You gotta take into consideration the size difference, the weight, the age, and the weight. Because if you never fought, if it was equally matched in weight, height, and everything, then okay, that's a fight. But now I'm gonna go with the kid I'm gonna look at the fight like, okay, this kid is smaller, so he has to touch on the outside. But if you're an official and you like aggressive fighting, he was running. Yeah, he wasn't running; he was boxing. Yeah, if he sits down with the guy that's a year and 6 months older than him, and especially at the age when they're like 15, 16 and a half, the guys, they get muscles and the testosterone, everything kicks in, So some of these officials don't take into consideration the size difference in the amateur boxing. And the pros, what you take into consideration is like a guy who's coming up in weight, moving up in weight, or a short notice fight. Yeah, I
think so. Knowing who they're judging, pretty much, right? Yeah. Think of it as a judge. When you judge somebody, you're looking at their priors. How many times have they gone? You know what I'm saying?
Stopped and everything. Yeah, hurt. Everything. Yeah.
So it's like, why not about the people that you're judging in a fight? What about age restrictions?
What do you mean?
Like, could they can only do it up until they're like 60 years old?
Oh, they pass a physical. That's all I care about.
Yeah, so there should be like a physical.
Like look at Phillip Rivers, dog. Quarterback at 44 years old. Everybody's talking shit about him, but he's a quarterback at 44 years old in the NFL. Yeah. I mean, there's fighters who are champions at 30-something, 40 almost. Oh, there's been a couple at 40.
Lara is 42.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, I wouldn't put a restriction on them. Just abilities to pass the CAT scan and, the brain MRI and everything. I'm good. It's how you feel. It's not how the age doesn't mean shit.
How interesting. One official.
Why not?
That's cool.
Like, you'd be like, he walks in, he gets hit. Yeah, because they all blame each other. Like,
whatever.
And they're the first ones to walk off the ring. Why don't they bring him in the ring and interview him too?
Yeah.
Why did you pick that fight like that?
Damn, I like that. I've never seen that before. I've seen interviews of the fighters.
They don't justify their decisions ever, dog.
Yeah, you know what? At least that. Let's see them justify their decisions, man. Because some people are like, "What the fuck fight were they watching?"
Are you watching, perro? You know,
yeah.
Perrito, you high?
Yeah, you know what? That is a good one right there. Mine is simple. No stool.
Yeah, that's super simple, dog.
Is that too simple?
Nah. And then I just want, before we go, because we're almost hitting the 12-round limit, 47 minutes.
Yeah.
Abel said something to us when we were there. It was Danny Hahn, me and Abel were talking. Maggie was over there with all the fighters and shit. And he was talking about mindset, guys. And I really liked it because I don't know the name. I forgot the name of the fighter. But Abel said that guy got a call on a 4-day notice to fly to Germany.
Yeah.
Make weight and fight. And he won.
Yeah.
4-day notice.
Yeah.
He said 3, but I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to say 4.
Yeah.
He won.
Yeah.
He became champion, he said. Not in that fight, but later on.
Wow, man.
And he said some guys, they get 6 weeks of camp. And they're like, damn, I should have had another week right before they're closing camp.
Yeah.
And he's in his head, he's like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Like, no. It's a mindset. It's on a 10-day notice, 1-day notice. We see fighters become champions on a week notice. There's a guy from Tijuana, Humberto La Zorrita Soto. He fought Rocky Juarez, a U.S. Olympian, on I think a week notice.
Mm-hmm.
Beat him. He beat Rocky Juarez.
Yeah.
Then he got a lot of opportunity to make a lot of money in boxing. If he would have took that fight, we wouldn't even know him.
Right.
But guys need to learn how to rise to the occasion. Sometimes things are not, everybody wants everything when they're comfortable.
Yeah, they want everything to be perfect. The stars need to align. It's got to be fucking retrograde and fucking
The AC has to be at 70. Like, no, bro, you got to fucking adjust.
I'm going to do it. I want to wait till, no, man, you got to,
man,
fighter, bro.
I forgot to say something. Abel talks about mindset.
Yeah.
And in his gym, I was talking about the 4 minutes.
Yeah.
But the heater was on too.
Yeah.
He has a heater on in the summer. I've been there in the summer.
Yeah.
That is nuts. He creates a mindset of uncomfortness.
Yeah.
Uncomfortness. And then he makes fighters, I want to be just half of what Abel's done.
Yeah.
And I'm honored to be like, I know that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Boy,
Paul mentioned he was like.
He gave me this hat. I didn't buy it. He gave it to me.
That's right. And the shirt.
I ain't bragging. Oh,
yeah.
He gave all my kids shirts almost.
Yeah.
And he gave me a jacket.
Oh yeah.
He gave me a jacket.
Jacket. I was like, I was a
little jealous.
Jelly, man. I was like, dang.
My bad, dog.
That's a nice jacket, dude.
And then he gave us, we're going to be posting them on our page, but he gave us a video of the training.
Yeah.
That was so cool, man.
That was super
cool. What else do we have, Maggie? Upcoming
fights?
Is it this week or when is it?
Yeah. So this is why I got a planner. We have the fights for this month.
This is on Friday?
This is on Friday. Yep, on the 19th. Tim Tszyu and Nonito Donaire are fighting on the 17th in different cards. I thought that was interesting.
Well, I don't know who's Tim Tszyu fighting.
Tim Tszyu, I didn't write down his opponent. I think he's fighting in
Adam, where's my phone at, Adam?
I think he's fighting in Australia. Nonito's fighting in Tokyo against a
speaking of older fighters.
Yeah, that's why I put them down.
Nonito.
Yeah, he's still up there.
He's the man.
Like, oh shit, he's fighting.
Yeah.
An up and comer in Japan. So that's gonna be, hopefully that'll be Wednesday the 17th. And
so I don't elaborate too much on what's his name again?
He who shall not be named. Jake Paul.
I ain't hating on him at all. I just don't like guys who find a way to make money in the sport and don't know how to fight. Allegedly. There is no freaking way in a real fight. And Gary Russell said if it's a real fight, Joshua should destroy him.
Yeah.
Not in those words, but he said it's in a real fight.
Yeah.
We don't know. Somebody said direct deposit. Is he going to win by direct deposit?
Wire transfer.
Wire transfer. In a real boxing fight, it shouldn't go. I said a round last week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it some slack because any fighter's dangerous when he swings his hands. I don't. If Ngannou, a beast of a man, I think went 2 rounds with him or 2 or 3. I don't see him going 2 or 3 rounds with Joshua in a real fight.
Yeah, no way.
If I'm wrong,
dude.
I don't know shit.
The whole world will be wrong if you're wrong. Nobody thinks that Jake Paul's going to beat Anthony Joshua. Is there a chance? Everybody has a chance, like you just mentioned.
Yeah.
However, dude, okay, Ngannou kind of Ngannou had a decent showing with Tyson Fury. That's what helped him get this Joshua fight.
But Tyson Fury don't take shit serious.
Yes.
Tyson Fury is a Tyson name. I think he took him light like he did Buster Douglas, dog.
But Ngannou, like you said, is a beast of a man. He is the same size, and he got knocked the fuck out. By Joshua. And somebody said, yeah, but Joshua also got... Yeah, dude, Ngannou, his ultimate goal was always to be a boxer. So you got to give him, that he's always been fighting with that intention, with that idea. And he was actually a fighter, a heavyweight champion in his own sport. A guy who knows how to take shots from heavyweights and also has immense power. Kicks. Exactly.
To the dome.
Not to mention, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm wrong, somebody please say something. But I don't think he was ever knocked out ever in small gloves, let alone with bigger gloves.
Yeah, 10 ounces.
That's placement. That's years of just programming and repetition. There's absolutely no way. I just don't see this. I don't see it.
Somebody told me, hey, if Andy Ruiz beat Joshua, Jake Paul can too.
Dude, come on.
Andy Ruiz was a national champion, was boxing since he was a little kid, and has beat some great pros and fought a pro fighter. He's a pro fighter.
Yeah.
He wasn't. That dude was on Disney Channel when Andy Ruiz was fighting.
He's also a heavyweight, like a real heavyweight.
Yeah.
Andy Ruiz is.
And on that note.
Yeah, dude.
We'll see you guys next week.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully I'll be wearing my Anthony Joshua shirt.
Yeah.
Honor boxing Joshua.
We'll be touching on the results of that fight for sure.
Anything else, man?
No, that's it. That's it. Next week we'll be touching on that, and we'll probably be touching on the upcoming fight with Inoue. Inoue and Nakatani will be on the same card on the 27th.
Talk about that one. It's gonna destroy Picasso, dog.
Boom, yeah.
You guys make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share it, guys. And just thank you. We appreciate whoever's watching us.
Peace.
Yeah, I think the words, but sometimes they don't come out of my mouth no good.